Have you ever wondered who pulls the strings in the world of finance? Well, buckle up. Today, we will reveal a handful of companies with unprecedented control over the global financial systems. These entities have an immense influence on the flow of money worldwide, and the revelations we are about to show you might leave you questioning the foundation of our economic structures. We will peel back the layers to explore the companies that wield unparalleled power in the financial realm. From Wall Street boardrooms to financial districts across the globe, these entities shape economies, influence policies, and impact the lives of billions. But here are the critical questions of the day. How much do we know about these financial giants, regardless of how they portray themselves in the media? What are the consequences of their decisions on ordinary people like you and me? Are we unknowingly dancing to the tune of a select few corporations? Are we on the verge of a financial revolution or mere pawns in a grander economic chess game? And perhaps most importantly, should we be concerned about the concentration of financial power in so few hands? Sit tight for a rollercoaster of revelations as we unpack these companies' intricate web of influence. It might surprise you that corporations like McDonald's, Disney, and Amazon, where you purchase their products and services daily, are heavily influenced by one financial giant, BlackRock. Larry Fink founded BlackRock in 1988 in New York, and he grew the company from $5 million to $8 billion valuation in 5 years. This financial powerhouse is a global investment management corporation offering various financial services to its clients. One of the aspects of BlackRock's operation is fund management, where they handle their clients' investments through mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, and institutional accounts. They primarily manage pensions from large institutions, university endowments, and the fortunes of the wealthy. BlackRock employs diverse investment strategies, including active management, passive management, and alternative investments to cater to different risk profiles and objectives. Another notable approach BlackRock uses is strategic asset allocation, which involves creating portfolios based on long-term goals and risk tolerance. It leverages advanced technology like its Aladdin software, which uses data analytics and other techniques to constantly monitor market conditions and make informed investment decisions for its clients. A crucial facet of BlackRock's fund management is risk management, where they use sophisticated risk models and tools to mitigate potential downside risks for their clients' portfolios. With over $10 trillion in assets under its management, BlackRock has become one of the most dominant players in the finance industry, managing various investments from retirement funds to corporate governance. It has a valuation of $20 trillion, which is about half of America's total GDP. GDP, or gross domestic product, is the value of goods and services a country provides. The company's extensive reach and deep pockets give it significant sway in shaping economic policies and market trends, making it a force to reckon with in finance. They play a pivotal role when changing the leadership of firms they've invested in, since they usually have large stocks in these companies. BlackRock doesn't own these shares, it belongs to their clients, but they manage the funds for them. BlackRock's growing role as an advocate of ESG investing has further cemented its impact on global business practices. ESG, or environmental, social, and governance investing, evaluates a company's impact on the environment, society, and corporate governance practices before making investment decisions. Not only is BlackRock driving change in the companies it invests in by integrating sustainability considerations into its investment decisions, but it also influences how investors evaluate their portfolios. Amidst the claim of adopting ESG investing, it has become clear that BlackRock has not embraced this approach. It's a mere facade. While the corporation markets itself as socially responsible and environmentally conscious, skeptics raise valid concerns about the authenticity of these assertions. It's not uncommon for companies to engage in greenwashing, superficially adopting ESG principles purely for image enhancement while neglecting substantial action. While BlackRock positions itself as a champion of ESG investing, its significant investments in fossil fuels and companies involved in war profiteering seem to contradict this stance. This duality raises questions about the sincerity and authenticity of BlackRock's commitment to sustainable and ethical investment practices. Besides, the company's significant holdings in companies contributing to environmental degradation through oil and gas and global conflict highlight the broader issue of financial institutions prioritizing profit over responsible investment. BlackRock claimed that climate risk is an investment risk. It implies that investment without consideration for the environment is risky. They acted on this by influencing the change of the ExxonMobil board, which considers climate change. But the fact still remains that they're responsible for 2% of the gas emissions worldwide. Ironically, BlackRock has taken a stand against gun violence and war while simultaneously investing in gun manufacturers. For instance, they have a 16% stake in Sturm Ruger, one of the biggest arms manufacturers. They have also invested billions of dollars in prominent weapons contractors like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and General Dynamics. The fact that BlackRock profits from and condemns the same industry sheds light on the moral dilemmas large investment firms face. It also highlights the need for transparency and a genuine commitment to corporate accountability. As mass shootings continue to devastate communities, there needs to be a closer examination of how companies like BlackRock navigate ethical responsibilities amidst their profit-driven agendas. As the financial world evolves, major players like BlackRock making headway into new territory can have significant implications. Despite being a United States company, BlackRock has access to China's Mutual or Communist Party's fund. This development signals a pivotal shift in global asset management dynamics. It also raises questions about what concessions or promises CEO Larry Fink may have made with the Chinese president Xi Jinping to secure this unprecedented opportunity. This development underscores how influential companies like BlackRock shape financial markets and impact geopolitical landscapes. The same applies to the war currently ongoing in Ukraine. BlackRock's substantial investment in Russia's most prominent companies has raised ethical questions, especially considering the country's track record on human rights issues. BlackRock made $630 billion in profits for Russia through its British pensions in 2014, and the contribution is a precursor to the war in Ukraine. This astounding revelation has raised serious concerns within the British government and among citizens unaware that their pension funds indirectly supported Russia's controversial actions. This public's increasing awareness of these contradictions brings into focus the conflicts inherent in the world of high finance, the tension between making money and serving the greater good. It urges investors to question where their money is going and challenges financial giants like BlackRock to live up to their ESG rhetoric with concrete actions that align with their stated values. And BlackRock is not alone in this polarity. Vanguard, the second largest investment firm worldwide after BlackRock, is also guilty of the same strategy. While they have the flag of ESG principles, their actions create a paradoxical effect. John C. Bogle founded the Vanguard Group in 1975 and now has about $7.7 trillion in global assets under its management. It is a leading investment management company famous for focusing on passive investing. Vanguard provides diversified investment options for its clients at minimal expense ratios by offering various hedge funds, low-cost index funds, ETFs, and other financial products. The company's investment strategy emphasizes long-term growth through broad market exposure and systematic portfolio rebalancing. Vanguard has become renowned for its client-first approach, providing investors with educational resources and personalized advice to support their financial goals. Meanwhile, Vanguard has a significant investment in oil and gas, despite their alleged support of ESG investing. The oil and gas sector is undoubtedly an emitter of carbon monoxide, one of the primary greenhouse gases responsible for global warming. It accounts for a substantial portion of global emissions due to the extraction, production, and refining processes of obtaining fossil fuels. This contradiction raises eyebrows and draws criticism from environmental activists who argue that Vanguard's investment approach is inconsistent with their commitment to ESG principles. Despite mounting pressures from advocacy groups to divest from fossil fuels, Vanguard continues to invest heavily in the oil and gas sector. Many believe Vanguard's actions are driven primarily by financial motivations rather than ethical considerations. The oil and gas industry has long been a lucrative investment avenue due to consistently high returns. As some of the largest shareholders in the air travel industry, BlackRock and Vanguard hold significant influence over multiple airlines and can impact the overall competition within the market. The sizable ownership stakes they possess enable them to shape decision-making processes. With their substantial investments across various airlines, BlackRock and Vanguard reduce competition as other companies often struggle to match their resources and network reach. Concentrated ownership limits opportunities for new entrants or smaller players seeking to challenge established airlines. This concentration of power allows these major shareholders to control pricing decisions that affect consumers. While BlackRock and Vanguard seek profitable returns on their investments, this dynamic decreases competitive pressure on larger carriers. It leads to less incentive for them to offer lower fares or innovative services. Though consolidation in any industry is not inherently harmful to the economy, it is essential to maintain a healthy level of competition that benefits businesses and consumers. As the demand for global ETF assets continues to surge, industry giants BlackRock and Vanguard will reap the benefits, potentially controlling tens of trillions more in assets by 2025. Rather than waiting until 2025 to witness this seismic shift, we can already discern its impact today. The increasing concentration of assets within a few financial powerhouses raises concerns about competition and transparency within the industry. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Fox, Comcast, and Disney must consult with these companies before they make significant moves, and it's because they have a large share of stocks. The government can implement several barriers to curb the excessive influence of these powerful companies in the financial world. One solution involves implementing stricter regulations and ownership caps that prevent these companies from monopolizing markets and gaining too much control. In addition, governments could explore the possibility of imposing limitations on political contributions and lobbying activities. This regulation can help mitigate their ability to sway legislation and policy-making processes in their favor, reducing their overall impact on governance and decision-making. Furthermore, they could put greater transparency and oversight mechanisms in place to monitor the activities of these companies, ensuring they operate within ethical boundaries. The major problem now is that the incredible power these investment firms hold extends far beyond the awareness of many individual stakeholders. Many of their investors don't even know they are investors, since these funds are pensions and endowments. As a result, these companies can make decisions that have widespread and significant impacts on people without their explicit consent or knowledge. This lack of direct engagement with individual investors makes it hard to demand accountability and transparency in the financial industry. Public scrutiny has intensified over the years as people demand more transparency and ethical behavior from these corporations. Blackrock and Vanguard keep raising their flags as supporters of ESG, but their hypocrisy will only increase with time. As consumers and investors, we must stay informed about these companies that wield significant control over the global financial landscape. These corporate giants' decisions can have far-reaching effects on our daily lives and the economy. Therefore, understanding their influence and standing abreast of their activities can help us make more informed decisions about where to direct our investments and how to navigate their products and services. Besides, staying aware of these influential companies' actions enables us to hold them accountable for their actions and practices. With this knowledge, we can challenge unethical behaviors, advocate for transparency, and push for responsible business practices. Ultimately, being well-informed empowers us to actively shape the financial world by choosing which companies we support through our investments and purchasing decisions. It is not a matter of oversight, but also an opportunity for conscientious consumer activism.